So this is it, 2001 F250 7.3 liter. Has 279,000 miles on it. Runs great.
Papa.
And last year I replaced both with Deka batteries. Have an S&B intake. I do have the cover that goes on this and the tube here. I'll put those on. There's an ATS Aurora Turbo Systems Turbo. Let's go into a silver line. Here we go. Here's the interior. I did not clean it at all. I wanted it to just look like it normally looks. I will clean it before, before anybody picks it up. So it's leather in the seats. There's some tearing on that seat. Also, my dog, I went into Walmart and left my dog out. And I guess she got hungry. I always leave my truck running with the AC on. So here, 279,000 miles, 279,285. Have an aftermarket CD. It'll play MP3s. Has USB, has an auxiliary. Has a Cobra CB, Prodigy trailer brake. What do I want to talk about? Okay, let's talk about, here's the original sticker. Show some of the options. You can pause this video and... Alright, so I've owned this truck for about 40,000 miles. I'm trying to think of the stuff that I've replaced since I've owned it. I've replaced the tires, the batteries, ball joints, wheel bearing, rotors, brake pads. Let's see, maybe I'm missing some stuff. I have receipts for most of it. So here's tires. Oh, windshield was replaced last week. Let's see, drag link. Here's for the ball joints. Tires. Emissions, which it always passes. Wheel bearing. Let's see if there's any other stuff I'm forgetting. Warranty repair on the wheel bearing. And there's another emissions. It comes with a Banks programmer. I just always run it on the tow haul just because it adds a little bit of horsepower, some torque, and it also really improves the fuel mileage. And it also feels just a lot better. A lot more power, but it's only, I think, a 40 or 50 horsepower increase. It does, in fact, fuel mileage. Let's see. Everything works in here. Let's see, when I turn on... There's the PIA lights. Here's the switch here. Alright, so I turned it on. When I turn it on, the radio, the CB, and those PIA lights, I think all the leads go to one fuse, and it's the same one as the windows. So it takes about 5 seconds before you can actually click down the windows. Yeah, I know it seems weird, and I just have never put them on a different fuse. So it's power windows front and back. They all work. There's this little directional thing up here that tells you what direction you're running. It's never worked as long as I've owned the truck. So 279,000 miles, 279, 285, still on original injectors. Previous owner told me that the transmission got stuck in second gear, and I think it was about 185,000 miles. He had it completely rebuilt. What else? So on my other video of the engine, I talked about, it has new Deka batteries, has an S&B intake, Silverline exhaust, has an ATS Aurora Turbo Systems turbo, and then just the programmer on the tow haul mode. Has aftermarket speakers in the door, has the WeatherTech mats on the ground, front and back. And I used to have some really heavy duty seat covers in here, and they were like a really thick canvas, and you can't feel that part of the seat. You can't really feel when you're sitting there, but if you put some really high quality seat covers, it would make a big difference also. I mean, they would be permanent and you wouldn't even feel it. I had some camouflage ones in here, and I took them off because I liked the leather and sold it, but then my dog got hungry. So okay, these gauges are not hooked up. The previous owner, his buddy, had a truck, and I guess he wrecked the truck, so ended up he just put them in here to hook up later because he got them from a friend. What else comes with the truck? I have a toolbox that fits flush in here. I have a set of vent visors, the wind deflectors for the windows front and back. I have an extra set of new rear rotors, and I think I have some fuel filters and just some little parts and stuff that'll come with the truck. So a real quick walk around. Tires are fairly new, they're in great shape. Had the truck repainted, I think about 8 months ago. It looks pretty good. The PIA lights, somebody took my cover on one of them. 4-wheel drive works great. It's a really clean truck. I absolutely love this truck. People are going to ask me why I'm selling it. That's why I just bought a 2016. So this has a 4-inch lift on it. Has 2 full-size spare tires. One's the same wheels, matching the wheels that are on there. So I have 5 of those wheels with an extra tire. There we go. Just take it for a little trip around the block. Turn the AC down. It's like 100 degrees today, so everything's cranked up. But that way you can roll the window down a little. You can hear it. It's kind of, I think it sounds awesome, but it is a little bit loud, especially compared to the new ones. Oh, my seatbelt. It's annoying. The steering, oops, I need to see that guy. It's a little bit of play in the steering wheel. It's been like that the 40,000 miles I've owned it. I was quoted for a steering box. I think they quoted me $350. It doesn't bother me, but my wife's used to driving a little car. It kind of bothers her, but again, it's not that big of a deal to me. This truck runs great. I've driven it. I live in Colorado. I've driven it to Texas quite a few times, Oklahoma, New Mexico. I mean, I would drive this truck to Alaska and New York. I wouldn't even think anything about it. This truck runs great. I absolutely love this truck. And if it made sense to keep both of them, I would. So that's it. Sorry, it's kind of a boring video, but I just wanted, a lot of times people are buying these from a long ways away, and I wanted to get a pretty good idea what kind of condition it's in before you purchase it. So again, let's take a look around. Everything works. And here's the programmer, Banks programmer, and there's 3 modes. I mean, you can really turn it up, and if you want to. I just have it on the tow haul mode just for some fuel economy, just a little extra power, and it runs great. So that's it. If I forget anything, I'll make another video and throw it on at the end. So thank you.